Straight ahead, it's Cobb. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Auburn lines up quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Out wide left, it's Singleton. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's going to run it. At the 35, he's open. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Running inside, it's Cobb. Got the first down. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Sells the run, looking to pass. Out wide right, it's Cobb.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. The run inside, it's Cobb. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Really good play by this defense, and you know exactly what you're getting with this guy. Man, he is electric, he is dynamic, he'll make plays, so you got to do a good job of containing him in the pocket, and when he starts to scramble, chase from one side. Don't overlap with another guy. Nice job by the defense.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Brown wants to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. On the delay, it's Cobb. Nice move to keep running. That was an important stop there as they try to hold them to a field goal on this drive. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the wideout. From the gun, it's Fletcher. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Mensah. Look out. And they got him.
And just nowhere to go with the football for that quarterback. The defense in a nickel. They had extra DBs on the field, doing a nice job in the back end covering, and just no receivers able to get open.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Looking long. Snags it down the right side. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Obviously, massive play by the offense, picking up a big 1st down on an explosive. But, David, 3rd down defense, it's one thing to allow a 1st down, but you've got to make tackles. And you can't give up explosive plays like that. At the end of the day, it's all going to come down to fundamentals, and, you know, that is driving their defensive coaching staff crazy.
It's so frustrating. You want to be great on those boxes, right? You want to check those 3rd downs. You don't want to give up explosives. Well, you just did 2 and 1. That's not good for this defense, right? They've got to control that 3rd down a little bit better. They got to snatch some momentum back, and you got to tackle better, man. You got some opportunities to get guys on the ground. You got to accomplish the mission.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quarterback changing the play. A give to Brown. Run ends there.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Trying to squeak through the pile. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Just drives it between the uprights. And with the field goal guys all locked up here in the 1st quarter.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
From deep, it's Kane. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Tells to run, wants to pass. He's going for the big play. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Hits inside, it's Cobb, and they swarm him under.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the right. And his throw is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. Absolutely nothing settled, deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see if someone can get the edge in the 2nd quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing ends of the field. They'll run it on the counter. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Oh, it's a reverse. And that play looked great when they drew it up in the playbook. Did not look so great when this defense snuffed it out.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Canes will punt it away on 4th down. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Brown wants to pass. Rushes on. And it's a sack.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants it all. Touchdown, Hurricane. He got it back corner of the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Washington. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Brown will throw it. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They booted away on 4th down. Not a lot of room to field this one. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Looking for space. It's Fletcher. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Pulls it on the option. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
The Hurricanes will try to move the chains on 4th down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. They'll send the tight end in motion. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, sometimes the best defense is getting a little bit lucky. He was open. He had a chance to make a play. He just drops it through his hand. It was pretty good defense, but you take those breaks when you can get them.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Trying to do it himself. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Brings up 2nd down.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's changing the play. Wide receiver going in motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his target. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down.
And I love QBs that understand when they need to put some extra sauce on the football. You see your guys sit down in the zone, running a curl, boom, fire that puppy to him, get it on him now so he can catch it before he gets destroyed. Nice job by the QB putting a little extra sauce on it.
The Canes line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to field this one in tight quarters. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Play action on first down. Buying time to his right. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Here comes the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Leaves it in his belly. He's got the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Off play action on first down. Right side, it's Johnson. Ripping through the defense. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in for more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Able to pick up a couple on first down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Makes the catch, it's Vaughn. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Caught in the backfield, it's Vaughn. Turning it on! Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Canes getting set on 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Fletcher. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. They'll give it to him again. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Throwing, Mensah. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to run, it's Fletcher. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. One more time, it's Brown. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hurricane! On to attempt to try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Straight ahead, it's Cobb. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Tigers want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Brown will throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over it.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the 1st down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And the Hurricanes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Give to the single back. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Yeah, and a really nice job by the QB seeing linebackers are a little bit soft playing pass. Give the rock, hand it off, let the running back do the rest.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Here's Mensah to throw. Out wide right, it's Lofton. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Running inside, it's Fletcher. Just smothered on the play.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
And the Canes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, gonna throw it. They're all over it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Third and long coming up. Mensah throws to the wideout. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. The run inside. It's Cobb. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Brown wants to pass. Rush right in his face. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. Steps out of bounds right at the 17-yard line after the pick.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. He tried to get out of trouble, but he goes down for the sack.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. On the ground with the counter. Fights off a defender. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Kane. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. Auburn lines up quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Turns into the puck. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You got to be able to finish plays. And that running back had it, man. He had a 1st down. He just could not hold on to the football. You got to be able to finish runs. That's this coaching staff is always preaching to their backfield.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. Sells to run, looking to pass. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays, And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Canes. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We've got to stop turning the football over.
Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the fourth quarter.
22.
Brown will throw it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Throwing, Mensah. Fires to the wideout. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Second and long here. They want that clock to run. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. Here's Mensah to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to star it. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
Makes the catch at the 45. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. And they can't make the connection.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Taken down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Brown wants to pass. He's going to take off. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Rashad Downs going up top. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop them right here. From the gun, it's Cobb. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And, man, how many times are we going to call his name today? He has been so much fun to watch. Got a couple of sacks, add another tackle for a loss here. He has been all over the field, and he has made some serious plays for this defense.
And it's no good. Well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Missed field goal, still down by 24.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Snap to the back. Jukes his way for more. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
The defense still has a couple of timeouts at its disposal, but down a couple of possessions, the offense will take a knee. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody. A live look at Hard Rock Stadium. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the Tigers head coach told me pregame, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup the fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Will kick it off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Hits inside, it's Fletcher. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Hurricanes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Keep it on the ground. There he goes, just steamrolling the defense. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something about it.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Rid of it on the RPO. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
The Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the tight end. Mensah. Under pressure. Turns it upfield. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Motion from the wide receiver. Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. It's complete on the right side. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Reels it in. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fletcher. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
And that will go such a long way deciding this football game. Who can win these short yardage situations? Who can be the more physical team? And this offense right here showing the work up front, man. The big boys all moving together, creating enough space. And I love the way, Palmer, the back gets downhill, understands where the first down marker is.
Yeah, you know, some running backs just have a nose for it, and this guy does as well. He's able to sort of find the crease, make himself small, fit into those small spaces, and pick up the first to keep the offense on the field. It's all about momentum and being able to keep drives going. I know that's not going to really show up on any highlight reels, but that was a big play here for the offense.
So Miami signals for a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Throwing, Mensah. Look out! They got him. Great pressure by this defense. The Tigers bringing the heat the way Andre Bruce did back in the day.
Yeah, and they just find those big, nasty, strong, physical guys that can eat up the line of scrimmage and get after quarterbacks. It's one of the staples of these Auburn teams all throughout the years.
Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Looking for room. It's Fletcher. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the big fella. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all.
He's loose. The 40, inside the 30, 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Auburn!
And it's the game-breaking speed you see right there. He takes it all the way to the house. It's that speed. That's the reason why a lot of people thought if he had declared for the NFL draft, he would have been playing on Sundays now. There's just not a lot of running backs in college football that can run like this guy.
And it's so nice to have that guy back. Like, to keep that guy on your roster, it's like recruiting the best player in the country, right? You got one of the best backs. To be able to keep that guy on your roster was the big offseason coup. Like, you mentioned the NFL can also transfer, can go make money elsewhere. To keep him on the roster, and he shows you why. This guy is the catalyst, one of the best in the country at his spot.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Got room at the 35. Just plowing ahead. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Gets the back moving. Takes the handoff. It's Compton. Driven back.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's Mensah to throw. Just tried to ease it out there, and it falls incomplete. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Fletcher. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a 4th down and decision time.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make the tackle setting up 4th.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Brown will throw it. Rushes on. And the ball comes out defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter.
They've got a first down here to open the period.
Caught in the backfield. It's Fletcher. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Caught on the RPO. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Canes have it with a first and goal. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And it's up and no good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. On the return, it's Kane. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
The give to the back. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Brown wants to pass. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Keep bringing the heat like that, and you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
Really need to pick up some yardage this time on 2nd and long. Mensah. Here comes the heat. Going to take a shot. Leaping grab for a big gain. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
Yeah, and nice play by the QB, understanding when to get the ball out. This is something that I guarantee you, Palmer, you and your receivers did all the time at Florida. Just the timing, knowing when the ball's coming out and when the ball's going to be thrown so I can go make a play.
It's so important to rep it like that because you never know in games when those opportunities are going to happen. But I think that time the quarterback pre-snap, him and the receiver, they made a little eye contact. They knew this was going to be an opportunity, and they went out and they executed what they practice every single day, what you just said, David, and it works to perfection.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Snags it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Again, it's Brown. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
And, man, that's so frustrating for this defense to get him in 3rd down and short. And look, the first down's almost a touchdown, right? So this is a tough situation. This defense is going to have to bring in big bodies and really sell out somehow, try to get some penetration, try to make a big play on 1st and goal that can maybe back them up.
A first down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Hurricane. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. Looks like he's going to bring it out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Brown will throw it. Left side is Singleton. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. Using his feet. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Quick give. It's Cobb. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Breaks into the open. Touchdown Canes. And they turn it into a defensive score. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. He'll bring it out. It's Kane. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Cobb. Plows through the defense.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field. But the run game has not been the problem today.
Brown wants to pass. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Still running at the 40. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble.
He wants to go deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Oh, what a cut! Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. First step of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll start on the ground with Brown.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mensah. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Gonna run it. It's Fletcher. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. just enough time for one final play of the half. Got to make the play on fourth. Lets it fly. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Running inside, it's Cobb. Taken down. Auburn lines up quickly. Powers inside. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Long way to go on second down. Here's a give to Washington. All over him immediately.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Brown will throw it. And he gets rid of it.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end, you're expecting them to punt.
Punt is on its way. Making his first move. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll move the wide receiver. At the 35, he's got room. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Here's Mensah to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Fletcher. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
2nd and long here. Got enough for the first down. Turning it on at the 20. Touchdown, Miami! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 53 yards for 6. Fielded in the end zone. It's Kane. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Better starting field position for this offense. Mensah finds his big tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him, and he tackles him for no gain.
And after that last one, perhaps the emphasis should be on forward pass on 2nd down. The snap sets up to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. And they're able to keep him from scoring as he's guided out of bounds at the 5.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard. They picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And the Hurricanes will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They were all over it.
And this is an area of the field, man, who can be more physical. And you know I'm going to run the football a lot of times on these goal-to-go situations. 1st and goal, can I be physical? Can I get closer? The defense won that physical battle. Interested to see now if the offense thinks they can still run, or do they go to the passing game?
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Motion from the wideout. The run up the middle, looking for the score. Stopped again, and at least they made it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
Third and long, they're throwing the out route, trying to get it on the boundary, but a great job by the defense, anticipating it and then knocking it away.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
Coming out with it, it's Kane. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Brown wants to pass. They're all over him. On the move and looking. Going to try to get it himself. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Drops back on first down. That's caught. It's Cobb. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Final minute now of the third quarter.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now
unloads it downfield. Makes a deep grab. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10.
And, man, that has to be frustrating for this defense. You give up a big play. What do you want the secondary to do? Man, you've got to get pressure on the quarterback at some point. And he kept going. He kept having time to go through. If I'm a defensive back, I'm going right to the defensive line. Hey, bro, can we get some pressure on the quarterback, man? That's unacceptable.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Second down to the air. Rush right in his face. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. The run inside. It's Cobb. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the fourth quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the...
Just steamrolling the defense. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
You know, every running back thinks about the 100-yard barrier every time they take the field, and this guy, I know he's got it in his mind. He might be the only one in the stadium right now that knows he's got 97 yards rushing here in the fourth quarter. You know he is begging his coach just for one more carry to get that mark.
From the gun, it's Fletcher. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Sells the run, wants to pass. Hauls it in. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
What a disappointment. No good. Well, they missed the field goal. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone their way in this one. So here comes the Auburn offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Using his legs, it's Cobb. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Right back to the well. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Play action on first down. Lets it fly. And he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Spade up. Hits inside, it's Cobb. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They give it to him again. Could be headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Tight end now in motion. Off play action on 1st down. Out wide right, it's Gilbert. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
And the Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down. The Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. Taken down right away. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Brown will throw it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. He's knocked down immediately, trying to catch them napping on the run and nothing doing.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knows.
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Follows his blocks. It's Fletcher. And he's brought down after a short gain. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Pushes ahead. And he gets it right on the cusp. Maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be 4th down.